Okay, so, I just took, Tifrio he called me first, he needed to go to 7-Eleven, so it's the BP fuel gas station, the local one, right around the corner. So I drove him over, he went inside, I did a surveillance camera on the outside with my window open, so this way I had outside the convenient 7-Eleven store while he's on the inside camera doing whatever it is that he's doing. Nobody gives a shit. And I had the celery stalking message. Now, here's the thing. Celery, when you bite into it, if you've never had celery, it's got strings in it. Like, if you don't peel it, or I don't know, they get stuck in your teeth. So, yeah, I know that that was important at one point in social justice, for the Hydra and the non-broken pals of whatever local hangs out, in trying to help a swarm of bees move. Alright, so, let's think about this. Right, social justice is already out of my side because of where I'm placed in the big leagues. Oh, right. I had a messenger, at some point. Like, you know how you say the gift of gab? Right, yeah, usually my league doesn't enjoy such things. Like, we don't gab or talk a lot. Our word count's very low. And it's very specific. So, there was a gift of Gabe. At one point, I thought that rectified whatever went on. Again, that was there was Brian Herman in the bad side of Huntington Station, right? Trailer trash, mom, house, kiddo, smoke, drank, so much bad bot behavior, and Nicole's like, whatever, first boyfriend, sure, why not? I mean, it's just like I'm just walking around waiting for, like, someone to, like, say, how do we handle this human thing? Like, I mean, I don't have close girlfriends because I'm, right, and then I'm used to hanging out with the guys. I mean, I hung out with Mullally, Studick, let's see, Christopher Mullally, Brian Studick, Kevin O'Rourke. I always call him O'Rourke, but I think it was Kevin O'Rourke. Rollerblading, learning like fun stuff. That was fun. And then I think that was after Brian Herman though, right? And then Sherry across the street from Brian Herman, totally separate school district, introduced me to some guy that, right, and that was Gabe, and so Gabe is whatever, and we drank some vodka. I was like, I don't know, it's the first time I've ever drank. I don't, like, dude, is there like a quantity, like, what is it supposed to feel like? Like, how much do you drink? Like, who teaches you these things? I swear to God, I said that to him after I had drank too much. I'm like, I mean, it tastes like hell, but how do you know how much to drink? How do you know if you're going to get sick off of something? Who teaches you? He's like, well, usually I would think your parents. I'm like, yeah, but my parents are broken. I was like, I'm not your wacky, what am I going to say? Like, I'm not normal. Does that help? He's like, actually, right. So we had like a whole conversation as I'm throwing up into the toilet bowl. And he's like, well, I'm actually really glad that we had this conversation. He goes, because, right, I'm actually one of the country's like respectables, and I didn't understand how a girl didn't know how to not to drink too much. But I guess if nobody shows you that drinking can make you sick, because you don't drink, and my parents don't drink anything. Not like even, not in my presence anyway, and not like at the house, like after dinner, they don't drink. They don't drink when family, friends come over. I think once in a while my dad will, but not really. And my mom she's got this much 7-Up and like this much wine. That's it. And that's like on every other holiday, once a year, every other holiday. Like, I mean, I could count on my fingers and toes how many times she's ever had that much. So, I mean, like, how do you, right, so if they don't teach you that alcohol makes you sick if you drink too much, then how are you supposed to know? So, there was that, and then, but now, I think while he was there, here's the thing, is that, like, the broken bots, or at least what I call broken bots in the boutique, right? I don't want to bring Gabe into a boutique, but since it's America's New York anyway, and I was there as the girl, right? And he was, respectable. And he was being the big brother for the moment since I was getting so sick, because apparently I drank too much and didn't know, and he didn't know to tell me not to drink so much because he thought I already knew, right? Yeah, funny how that works. So now, as I'm hurling, like, into the bowl going, oh my God, how am I going to get home? And, like, how long does this throwing? I mean, I could get through the throwing up, but, like, it's a process, whatever. I get over it. Between hurls, I get over it. But now, like, I'm not whining, but seriously, I want to know, like, how long does the throwing up work after you drink too? I mean, I was learning. I was like, right, okay, so I drank too much. That's why it's making me throw up. I was like, hold on. And then I was like, right, so how long does that last? Right, I'm over it. Like, you just give me a sec, right? It's kind of me with anger. Like, I get really angry, and then I'm like, I say what I say, and then I'm over it. Whatever. So, like, you humans carry way too much emotion. It's just like, God, get over it already. But anyway, so, the broken bots, right? So he was really nice, because he's part of the anti-broken bot, and because of where he was being reputable for country, he had learned some things, and then he was learning from me quite quickly how little I knew or had access to, and right, it was kind of like big brother, little sister, like, if you can help me, that'd be nice, right? So, then there was, think about this. Oh, so then, here's the thing. In the broken bot theory, theoretical, hypothetical, whatever, if you have a person that sometimes might, like, they say, like, angels bring messages to you. They do. And then there's, like, maybe a human connection that whatever, they maybe work differently in a Rubik's Cube kind of a way, right? So if you have a respectable who agreed ahead of time to come to a nice whatever, and if he brings you some angelic whatever message, right, it should probably stay between the one real angel, right? Because the respectable male didn't want to be called an angel. Got that? So, but the messenger would technically be right, and that would be really nice for a vulnerable, exposed 15-year-old with no big brother, no sister, no friends, no aunts, uncles, no clue in the world as to what she needed to know and who to ask or how to get there. Didn't even know about the college thing. I'm like, I heard people go. They say you got to go, but now how do you learn about that? Like, who teaches you that? He says, well, I thought it was the school. Doesn't the school teach you? I'm like, no. I was like, not so far. I mean, do they send somebody in? Like, I mean, do they call the house? Is it an appointment? Like, I mean, again, I'm an only child, so Lou and Linda didn't go to college, so I guess they didn't have a counselor. I'm their only child, so it's like, first time's a charm. No, it's not when you don't know what you're doing. It's first time's like a real fuck up, and it really haphazardly dangerous when help doesn't arrive in, like, either angelic messenger form. So it's like, so if you're going to send me a messenger as a celery stalking gets stuck in your teeth, look at that nobody can get out but you, because who else is going to pick your teeth? Exactly. When you're a vampire and a werewolf, yeah, you don't like other people picking your teeth. If you got celery in there, it stays until you're ready. Right, got it. Okay, so, well, we got that out of the way. Why on earth did every other messenger that may or may not have been sent into my real spectrum not advise me as to who they were, where they worked, how they heard about me, or what was on the agenda that they needed answers on? Just curious. If they're trying to earn social justice points with the #1 U.S. Justice. Head, like, Dracula, whatever. Like, any of these names, like, ding, 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 ring a bell? Well, she looks like she doesn't know what she's doing, where she is, questioning her in an honest manner would really clear up a lot for the true professionals that sent you. And would really help get the superhero let's fix the world onto compliance and back to normal. Rather than the super diarrhea fun game of what's behind door number what? Right, yeah. Yeah, I never understood you assholes. Like, if you're gonna fucking leave me here and you're gonna pretend I don't exist and I know you don't exist because there's no fucking superheroes except for, like, you know, the gift of Gabe that came and was able to speak on a manner of, right, and then whatever happened when I was young before it was all permanently, like, I mean, like, it was almost as if I was born, I had this beautiful hair, like Samson and Delilah hair, something along those lines. Like, I had all this beautiful hair, and then somebody came with a razor after I found the seven-headed Hydra leaders when I was just a wee sprout, wee little good thing in trying to help them stay safe, their relatives stay safe, and get the right message to the right person so I could get out of New York before pubic school started. To save everybody from league issues. Or legality issues, or whatever. So now that happened, right. Let's think about this. I think it was before the surge. S-U-R-G-E. Right, the surge. What's a surge? Like, well, we're thinking it's probably like menstruation would be a good guess. Ding, ding, ding. If she wants to just be married as somebody handsome and special somewhere and they're worried about rape and kids coming out with other dads and some of this new stuff we got going on in the households of, right, yeah, see, again, it's like non-judgment, just please help, get me, right, okay. And then, like, social justice will still be on your side, however that works, and clearing up a couple things. Right? Okay, so what is the problem? I mean, like, what happened to you all? So I got, like, a haircut. No, like, literally, if memory was in a cash register, after I met with the seven-headed Hydra, we confirmed whatever needed to be confirmed in the we're not here, and she's got the teeth with the werewolf and vampire dental floss stuck in her teeth, so none of the seven-headed Hydra stuff comes out before she's rescued before the surge. Well, okay, so got that before her menstruation and then boy problems start, got that. Before pubic school starts with the wrong kids at the wrong height of finishing school. Do you think PS31 in Bayside, Queens, at a New York City public school in 1980 sounds like Royal Etiquette Finishing School where she belongs in something respectable? No. So why would you throw her with the shenanigans and all the games in public school when she's the one that's gonna then fix for all of us and our kids? And help us in social justice and big league department to secure us all. Right, yeah, I don't know. So instead, it's like they shaved my head and everything that I did before kindergarten. It's like they shaved my head. If it was a cash register, they grabbed all the cash out of the cash register and they ran off with it, left me with an empty register. That's honestly how it feels. And then they wanted me to, like, earn my cash register back in some new disgusting pubic game of they don't get it. They thought that they were first of all, they've been lied to, but then they thought that they were all in some other, like, weird alternative game, in some new contest to the top. Of what? Of you all dying because you built some superconductor you didn't even know fucking existed in, like, Europe with 22 countries committing, like, the biggest fucking crime between funding and building it in a physics project that, like, the fucking super scientists didn't... I mean, there's your roster on who to fucking go! And gotta keep their hands busy. No, we don't. Bolts work faster. Boom! Great, thanks! That's exactly. Now, what schools were they in? Let's go. Go, go, go! Kiddo had her fucking head, like, totally shaved off. The whole cash register was fucking stolen from. Where do you think they're doling out all the cash next? Anybody's guess? That does not make it safe for league or for, like, big leagues. Doesn't sound like social justice. Sounds like the social nut jobs in, like, broken bots are now in control of the entire game, entire future, and nobody knows anything! Huh. Yeah, see, I thought that getting the little girl to finishing school was a lot easier before she started menstruation than playing the game, what the hell not? And fucking up everybody's fucking family and agenda.